Hi, welcome back to another episode of A.B.A.T.E. My name's Oscar. I'm the products guy. Now, actually, Oscar's on the phone tonight. Our roving reporter, Oscar, he's on the phones tonight. So call Oscar, 312-738-1060. Talk in his good ear. Tell him anything you want him to know. Okay, my name is Pat Jones. I'm the president of Chicago chapter of A.B.A.T.E of Illinois. And to my right, your left, and somewhere in the middle, Diane. This is Diane Shapiro. Formerly candidate Diane Shapiro, who the person she ran against is going to go, she's going to go to jail. They're already probing. You want to talk about being probed? They're up her like you wouldn't believe. So.
I got 43%.
Not bad. But, what happens when she goes to jail? But we'll talk about that later. But this is a political motorcycle show, but we do have other things we want to talk about, like, you know, I like Mike.
Not.
Okay, so anyways, we are a motorcycle rights organization, in case you didn't know, in case you haven't seen, in case you haven't watched us. What do we do? Let's see. What do we do, Diane?
Want me to read the mission statement?
Nope, no mission statement. Dan Harper's not here. Every time he's not here, we don't read it twice. So probably till the end of the month, we don't have to read this already. We sit in nasty rooms waiting to talk to politicians while you're riding your bike. We get in a car or jump on a bike and we go to Springfield and we sit there and we talk to politicians while you are out riding your bike. We get a group together, we get in a van, we go down to Springfield and we knock on doors and talk to politicians while you're out riding your bike. We go to political rallies and political events, political dinners, political cocktail parties, which are really not fun because if you get hammered drunk there, you make us look like an ass, so we don't do that. But Oscar gets fallen down drunk, and I'm telling you, sometimes stretcher. We got to bring a stretcher out for him. He's really brutal. And while we're doing that, you're out riding your bike. And when it's time, yes, ma'am?
You're also not paid for anything that you do.
Right.
And everything that the board of A.B.A.T.E does benefits every motorcyclist out there.
Even if you're not a member.
Even if you're not a member.
But while you're out riding your bike, we're out making sure that you can ride your bike. Free, safe, and unrestricted. See, like today on the way here, I was eating a sandwich, texting, and watching a video while I was driving my son's car here tonight, just to make sure that I fit in with everybody, because God knows I don't want to be left out. You know, everybody pointing a finger and going, "Look at that guy, he's not texting." I've seen today on the way here, I took 290, got off at Western. Holy crap! Unbelievable. Everybody texting, swerving. You can tell they're texting. The police are out there, and the police had people pulled down, all up and down 290 for what I don't know, but you need like 80 squad cars between Harlem and Western Avenue just to grab them all. So while they were doing that, actually there were a couple bikes out, which was pretty cool to see. It's not great weather, but when do you put your bike away? Oscar, when you're not drunk and falling down on the floor at a political party, when do you put your bike away for the winter? He puts his bike away in January. I keep my bike in the garage, so if I want to ride in January, I ride in January. December, November, October, September. Whenever I feel like going for a ride, or I can get away and go for a ride, that's what I do. So, when do you not look for motorcycles? You always look for motorcycles. We have with us tonight one of the greatest, the absolute greatest, the most talented, not too tall, she's wearing a goofy hat, but she goes into the school and she's one of the greatest instructors when it comes to the driver's ed class and taking over and teaching young new drivers and riders how to be on the street safely with motorcyclists. Miss Diane Shapiro.
Hi. Yes, I am Director of Safety and Education, and yes, I do go into the schools, and I have big shoes to follow.
Oh, no.
Big shoes to follow.
Size 9 wide.
He and Dan were...
If you're looking to buy me some Red Wings.
Well, we worked together in the beginning, and I've been working with various different people from the chapters, but I want to thank the people that have volunteered to come out to the various schools. We do a program called Share the Road. It's really simple.
Wait, not only schools,
Well, not only schools, yeah, but we've been going to schools, and I did a couple of other organizations in the last month that weren't school-related, but that
Diane does organizations.
better than
Better than Debbie doing Dallas?
better than
Wow.
Debbie doing Dallas.
Oscar's favorite movie, look at him blush. Oscar's blushing. Oh, fell down drunk again. Go ahead.
In any case, I work with it's not I. I'm part of a constellation. ABATE is a constellation. Every ABATE chapter is part of the ABATE constellation. Nobody's a star. But when we're down in Springfield and we're lobbying with our legislators, he's the greatest star, yeah. When we're down lobbying with our legislators, we do have an authoritative voice because we do come, and Pat and Dan and...
Dan Harper mostly.
Well, Dan's down there lobbying most of the time now. He's got a new position. And
Booger on the finger. Go ahead.
And so, cutting back to when I go into the schools, it's really fun because the kids, they want to know. They enjoy watching the video, the teachers enjoy the break, and a lot of the time we'll find out, well, where in the driver's ed curriculum are you? What are you concentrating on right now? It might be DUI, it might be distracted driving, it might be any number of things. And what we try and do is to concentrate, to say, oh, here's incidents with motorcyclists that have been killed and injured, and more often than not, Anita Zafke comes up, as well as a couple of other people that we know, who have been killed and injured in motorcycle crashes caused by DUI, caused by distracted driving, caused by any number of things, just complete inattention. And we have to remind these kids that one day they're going to be on the road, and you're behind the wheel of a car, and a car is also, let's put it in perspective, you can kill somebody with it. It can be a weapon. And these are things that the kids have to be aware of that they don't even think about. Cost of insurance, especially when you're under a certain age.
They're not paying, their parents are paying.
Their parents are paying, but in some cases the parents make the kids work in order to pay off or to supplement the cost of the insurance, and to talk to them about the perils legally and financially of driving without insurance, and the perils of getting into a vehicle that may be stolen. You know, these are things that these young people don't even think about. There's this, oh, it's my right to drive. No, it's not. It's your privilege. A driver's license is a permission by the state of Illinois to be able to drive. But it's a privilege. It's not a right. And that privilege can be taken away from you if you get in trouble with the law. Once you become involved in the juvenile justice system, you are a ward of the state. And sometimes the kids really don't understand that, and the teachers appreciate our going into even a little further detail because it underscores the importance of doing well in driver's education, learning how to operate a vehicle safely, learning what to do in emergency situations, what to do when encountering a motorcyclist, how to pass, how to look out for, to be respectful of. Because a lot of the time, in fact, even in the video talks about passing a motorcyclist, and sometimes the motorcyclist feels that they're being pushed over to the side because the driver isn't aware that you have to give the same leeway to a motorcycle as you do to a car. Exactly. And so these are things, and the kids, they welcome it. And we'll come in and we'll show them the proper motorcycle gear that they should be wearing. And although, again, ABATE is not in the business of telling people to wear a helmet or not wear a helmet, we want to let adults decide, but we insist that young people, they learn how to ride a motorcycle properly, that they have to understand that in order to get the motorcycle classification, you have to have your D classification. And
No, not true.
No?
No.
And they changed it.
You can have an L without a D, and you can have an M without a D. Correct.
Oh, and they've changed it.
No.
It was always that way?
Yep.
Oh, well,
Yeah, you got people that do not drive cars, so they will ride a motorcycle, so why would they have to get a car license to ride a motorcycle?
well, I thought they had to go through the driver's education
There-
program.
There is a driver's education program for motorcycles.
Well, right, and sometimes, and, talk to them about the various possibilities, like through the Secretary of State and through the state of Illinois with the university programs and the various motorcycle rider schools that they have throughout the warm weather, and how to look it up on the internet, because the kids really want to know. And it's surprising, but not amazing, that a lot of the kids know people that have been injured or killed in motorcycle crashes, and how many of them want to learn how to ride, and how many of them have family members who are riders, members of various different motorcycle clubs. And so it's always interesting, and it's an informative. We learn from them and they learn from us.
And you know how much it costs? Nothing.
$12.
It's free. Free motorcycle classes. You can sign up go look at startseeingmotorcycles.org. Go on their website, sign up for the class. There's beginner classes, intermediate classes, and experienced rider classes. $20. You pay when you get there. You pass, they give you $20 back. How do you beat that? I like that.
I like that.
I know a little. Every once in a while I find a good one.
He's not just cute, he's smart.
Sometimes. So anyways, if you want to learn more about getting in touch with us or getting Diane to come out, talk to your group, it doesn't have to be a motorcycle group. It could be a ice cream social club. You got to buy ice cream though, okay? Could be a car club. If you want Diane to come out and talk to you, or one of us to come out and talk to you, give a presentation, show you our little video that they made, just give us a call or find us at www.chicagobate.com. There's our website, Chicago chapter. Just go over to officers. I think you can click on Diane's name and stuff like that and contact us. And I'm not good at this. Let's see. Diane, talk to them for a minute.
It's nice. Look, we would love for everybody in the
Crumble.
chapter to come out and volunteer a couple hours of their time. And I know that some of you are employed, but some of you are retired, and maybe you're looking for something to do.
There we go.
And it's another way of getting out there and making a difference in the world, saving lives. Who knows? The life you save could be that of...
Me. So anyways, you go to Diane's picture, and if you click her, she'll open up. Look at that. That's Diane. All sexied up. Not looking for a man that night. She was working for A.B.A.T.E. If you skip to her bio and scroll down, you can read it. It says, Diane joined A.B.A.T.E. shortly after the Cuban Missile Crisis and is also involved with politics outside of A.B.A.T.E. She once saved 6 penguins from being forced to eat non-kosher food. Diane did that. And if anybody could tell me whose head that is, I'll give you one of these. I'll give you one of these pins from Can TV. Can TV, by the way, if it's on Can TV, you're watching it for free. So get some funding for them.
The Penguins are very grateful, by the way.
What about the head? Whose head is it? I'll show you a little more. There's his glasses. Ta-da! Holy crap. I can say crap. Wait. Let's find. They're sleeping. All right. Now, this is the guy on the phones right here. Let's check out Oscar's bio. Oscar just got elected to the board, so I don't want to scare him off. Damn it, Kevin! What's wrong with you? Look at Oscar.
See,
Oh,
we're
wait.
used to abuse.
Anyways, if you want to know more about Chicago chapter of A.B.A.T.E., come to one of our meetings. In fact, on the 19th of this month, the third Wednesday at 7:30, we'll be at the brewery at 3848 North Harlem Avenue. That's 2 blocks away from Irving Park. Come on by. You don't have to be a member. If you want to come and see what we do, you want to come and ask us questions, it's an open meeting. We follow the Robert's Rules of Order as best we can, unless we have to make up stuff, on the fly, which sometimes we do, okay? I've made up some rules myself, and you know what? They always believe me. Oscar, he's the worst. Really? Yeah, Oscar. Would I lie to you? Come on, really? Look at Oscar shaking his
Gotta
head.
say that Pat
That's
is
Oscar
creative.
shaking his head. Oh, no. No. Oscar, remember when I told you that you have to work for us forever? Yes, I do, Mr. President. Yes, I do. Seriously. He's on the phones. Call him. 312-738-1060. Now, here's something I'm really going to tell you about. We have a free ride coming up. April 30th, the last Sunday of the month of April, every year, last Sunday, it's our awareness run. We had it was a dog killer run. It's back to the awareness run until we decide to change it back. But we're going to be meeting at Llama's headquarters at 3519 West Fullerton Avenue. At 8:30, we're going to start getting in there. 9 o'clock, we'll start doing some awards and stuff and giving out some plaques to different clubs or different things. 10 o'clock, kickstands up. Destination? No, not telling you. Okay, so like it says, for more information, you can surf the website, www.chicagobate.com. See Oscar's picture. Oh, yeah. That damn Oscar gets around, boy, I got to tell you. Come on with us. Come on and take a ride with us. You'll be surprised. We're going to tour the city of Chicago. Then we're going to wind up somewhere, probably have some good food to eat, and who knows, maybe a band. Maybe Mr. 61 will be there, and he will sing to us. You're asking, what is Mr. 61? Mr. 61, Andrew Angler Lago, who I call him Goober for some different reasons, turned 61 today. Andy, happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, old Andy. And you're 61. Next year you'll be 62. Like that?
He missed his calling as a rapper.
I'm telling you.
He's good.
Andy, happy birthday, brother. You know we love you. Now stop bitching that you're 60. You're 61 now. We don't want to hear it no more.
Yeah, and now you are in the first day of your 62nd year.
That's right. Think about it.
Don't you forget it.
Because you were in the womb for a while. A womb without a view.
Technically, your birthday is your first day of your next year.
You don't really know that, Diane. Diane, all right, listen.
If you
Diane,
live so long.
Holy Jesus. So
Yeah,
anyway.
him too. His birthday's coming up, isn't it?
No, it just passed. Anyways, we do have another event
his
coming up.
resurrection's coming up.
Resurrection, all right? All right. Later on, I'll tell you how this works. With
Have an egg.
Yeah. So anyway, zoom. Let me zoom out a little. Okay, so the next thing coming up is June 10th. Okay, June 10th, we moved the Spring Fling into June because we couldn't get the Grove right. But June 10th is our 31st annual Spring Fling. 31 years we've been doing this damn thing. We're back at LaBelle Woods, Fullerton, or Cicero and Foster. Oh, I almost gave away a secret. We're not talking about Fullerton. Anyway, Cicero and Foster, it's a great time. Bring the kids, bring your girlfriends, bring your boyfriends, bring your wives, bring a stretcher. We don't want Oscar passed out on a damn table again. What's wrong?
Are you dancing on it?
Oscar, what's wrong with you?
Are you dancing on it, Patrick?
You know what? Sometimes I think Oscar gets a little carried away at our parties.
He's quite the dancer, you know.
Exactly. So, Diane, what I want you to do is talk about this right here. I don't know if anybody's been watching Game of Thrones.
It's one of them.
There's one Game of Thrones that we don't want to play here in the state of Illinois. Can you see who's on there? Oh, yeah.
Mad Man.
Mad Mike.
He's giving us all the finger.
He's all mad. No, he's saying, I got a booger, but I don't know what to do with it. And this one he's saying, I got rid of it. So you guys are all cool with me. Anyways, today, unofficially, the governor, who happens to be a member of the Chicago chapter of ABATE, unofficially kicked off his campaign for governor. So I'm voting for him. I'm gonna walk the streets for him. I'm gonna do whatever the hell he wants. I'm gonna try to get him to come down to the TV show one night. Come and talk to us. Come and talk to you. Come and talk to you. Come and see how everybody's doing. He does have a plan. Everybody that knows me knows that I don't hang out with goofs and, well, all right. I can't say it like that, but I don't hang out with people with bad ideas. Well, all right. Anyways, the governor, he's a decent guy. He's a member of our chapter. I fully support him. I know our chapter does, our chapter members do. I don't speak for A.B.A.T.E of Illinois. I speak for our chapter. He's a great guy. He's done a lot of good for the state, believe it or not. You can say, shake your head and say no, but he is the governor. Give him a break, okay? Pat Quinn did nothing for us, really. He just sat there. Anything we needed done, Dan Harper did, Mike Meyer did, Ryan Hubbard. I'm going to mention some names here. You're not going to know these names because these are all guys downstate. They're in Springfield. Joshua Witkowski, a.k.a. Ski, Mad Max, all of these people, Amanda from Duquesne. I won't try to pronounce your last name, Amanda. Judy Cano from Duquesne A.B.A.T.E, president. These are all people that sit down there in Springfield. They go down to Springfield and they bust their ass for us, and nobody really knows their names. One night, I'm just going to get a montage of pictures on this damn witchcraft thing here that shows pictures all the time. Oh, there's Oscar again, dancing around. Wait, the one with him in a dress? It's on here. We have Photoshop, folks.
Well, on legislative day, when we were all
Exactly.
down there. I drove down with Noreen
That's
and Bill.
March, second week of March?
Yeah. And we broke up into groups, and we went to all of our legislators, and we came back with reports, and at night, there was a get-together. All of the legislators were invited to it, and we know who our friends are. And we're trying to bring even people who aren't our friends on board with us.
Yeah, you don't have to be our friend.
And there were certain legislators that weren't that thrilled, but they did spend time, and they did let us speak to them.
They come over for all the parties. They do want to hear what we have to say, even if they're not with us or if they voted against us. They really do want to hear what we have to say because we are a big voice.
And why don't you guys, every one of you, put it down on your calendar.
Damn!
For next year.
I brought the decibel meter. I was going to set up the decibel meter in here because we're talking decibels now, folks, okay? There's bills in Springfield. They're going to start decibel metering. So I bought two, and I wanted to set one in here. So next week, I'm going to try to get Dan Harper down here, and we're going to bring a motorcycle in here. Omari's not going to know. And we're going to fire it up in the studio, live, and see how loud it is in here. Because he's got the dampers on the walls. You got to come down and see a new studio. It's unbelievable. Let me tell you something. Kid rated, Oscar approved. That's right. So, we got the decibel meters. Dan bought one. I bought two. I bought a real expensive one, and I bought a cheapo one. And I had them side by side. They measured exactly the same. I was shocked. I really was. I thought, well, the cheap one's not going to measure right. I'll tell you, it did. So, that's what we're going to be doing. Also, at the Spring Fling this year, we're going to be out there with the decibel meter to check different bikes because hopefully we get a few hundred bikes and we can take a nice sampling and let everybody know, here's what it is. Now you're talking about an open area, LaBelle Woods, off of Foster and Cicero. Bikes coming by, bikes going. There are buildings there across the street on Cicero Avenue, so we can measure how loud the sound is. We can send somebody out there to stand on Cicero Avenue. We could send this guy. He'll be out there with a microphone and a decibel meter, standing out there going, got it. Now, I don't know about the one that Dan bought. The one I have, it records. So you can, I don't want to say set waypoints, but you could, sound bits. You can do I don't know what it's called, but you can record a bunch of different
Sounds?
decibel levels and then play them back, go through them and see what it was. I don't know if you can name them, but you might have to look and try to remember which ones were which. And we'll be able to see because there are cars louder than my bike. There are. These little souped up whatever with the crappy Pep Boys exhaust that they put on there. I think they just punch holes in beer cans and throw them on there. Really, it sounds that bad. They resonate real loud. And Diane, you live downtown.
Yeah, and look, this is serious, and this is why ABATE more than ever needs to take an activist role. They are going to crack down on sound. They're cracking down again with noise on Lakeshore Drive, and this is getting to the point where you really have to stand up for your rights because
you need an organization that does it for you. So this way, you could sit back home on the couch and go, I think I'll go out for a ride tonight. I hope somebody's fighting for my rights. like
Well,
this
yeah,
guy.
because they can say, okay, your bike's too loud, and take and seize it and impound it.
Well, they'll ticket you before they impound your bike. I mean, if it's really excessive, I'm pretty sure they're just gonna ticket. They don't have everything put together yet. I've read most of it, but I don't think so. And they didn't have cars, now cars are in there and all kinds of stuff are in there, so.
It's just getting to the point where you just don't know, and this is why we have to stand up and stand together, and just basically, you know, like a network. We're sick and tired, and we're not going to take it anymore. Whether it's loud pipes.
Twisted Sister pin.
We're not gonna take. No, I'm not gonna sing. I promise.
Uh-huh.
I promise. But
Oh, by the way, I gotta get off the subject for a minute, Dan. So, see the pins they were wearing? Okay, I'm gonna take this one off
can
here.
you see my can pin?
Okay, I'm gonna take this one off here. We're gonna zoom in on this pin. Okay, let's see if I know how to do this. Okay, our channels, our voices. Can TV, let me tell you something. We're down here every week. We were off for a while, then we're back. The guys that are down here, the girls that are down here working, they work their asses off. Okay, they're not making $1 million down here. Okay, everything's funded through state, through grants, through all kinds of stuff. So whenever you get a chance and you're talking to one of those politicians, say, what do you do as far as getting funding for CAN TV? You know, we have a show down there. They treat us good. They just picked up a new studio. It's really beautiful, and you know, we'd like to see them continue forever. You know, get them some funding. If any of you know anybody from like RCN or DirecTV, any of the big shots, Comcast, tell them, say, hey, make sure you fund CAN TV, or at least make sure they're on your system, because I don't get CAN TV at home. With DirecTV, you don't get CAN TV. I get a good deal because I bundled. You know, it's all about the bundling now. So just ask the politicians, what have you done for CAN TV? Have you found a way to do any funding for CAN TV? Let me tell you something. The show that was on before us, that was a pretty good show. I actually watched it. I enjoyed it. I didn't understand the header on the bottom, you know, and we asked them about it. They didn't really explain it, but it is a war on drugs for them. So all of these programs are brought to you by the good folks at CAN TV, and if it's on CAN TV, you're watching it for free. They're not charging you. They're bringing it to your home. We got to be in your home. Oscar got to be in your home. All God children got to be in your home. Okay? Excuse me. Now, that's my plug for CAN TV, because, damn it, they work their asses off for us. Omari, I love you, brother. Where are you? I know you're out there. He's wearing a red hoodie today. I think he thinks he's like the Kimby Matumbo right now. You know? Oh, look! I see him. Big smile. Look, he just, yeah, you made a basket. I got your basket. Anyways, that's our spiel for CAN TV tonight. Back to motorcycling. Please, be careful out there. Motorcycles are everywhere. In the rain, in the snow. I seen one in a pouring frickin' rain the other day. Pouring rain. The poor guy, it was sunny out when I left the house, and all of a sudden it just turned bad. And this poor guy, luckily he had a bagger, so he was ducked behind the windshield. But people were swerving. You know, they didn't know how to ride with this guy on the street. Learn to ride with motorcycles. Give a motorcycle a full lane. Don't crowd their lane. They may be on the left side of the lane, the right side of the lane, or in the middle. Hopefully if it's raining, they're not in the middle. That's the slick spot. Give them a full lane. Give them a car lane. Give them 2 car lanes behind you, in front of you. They won't come up on your bumper. Trust me, we don't do that. Okay? There are some that do. There are some that gun it. They gotta lift the wheel up. I'll make a confession on my bagger. Yes, I did lift the wheel up. I was with Scraps one night, and we were coming to CAN TV, I believe, and off the line I just passed Q's. We stopped at the light, went to gun it. I lifted that front wheel up on him and scared the crap out of him. Yes, I did. Okay, everybody goes bad once in a while. Anyways, don't forget, is that Oscar again? The hell does he keep getting on this show? Anyways, don't forget, we have that ride coming up April 30th, 2017. It's a free ride. Come and join us. Omari's going to be there. He's going to bring some friends. We're going to have a ball with him. And from all of us here at KTV. Good night, Oscar.